Yo, what's up everybody? We got another run from EpicCrossover, truly an MVP of the event for filling in with so much runs. But yeah, EpicCrossover, do what you will. You can introduce your commentator, introduce yourself again.
Yeah, of course, I can definitely do that. Hello, everybody. My name is EpicCrossover. You might have seen me just a few hours ago. I'm back again. This time with probably one of the games that I actually don't know that much information before I ran it. And now I'm a full master, you could say, or should I say, a speedrunner of Dizzy Hero. And the person that showed me that game, Uncle Slam, would you like to introduce yourself?
No, absolutely not. How dare you ask me? Hi everyone. I am Uncle Slam. There is a chance you may have seen me run this game in Alpha Block at AGDQ earlier this year. I am the current world record holder, and Epic here is my star pupil, so I'm very happy that he asked me on to do some commentary for this.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're going through all 50 levels. You'll see the mechanic very soon. I mean, I don't have a face cam to show the wonderful, beautiful world that is the IR sensor, but we'll explain once we get to the start of the run. So we're going to start. Usually, time starts when we go when the game loads. However, I'm just gonna do it so it's consistent. So I'll just whenever I press confirm, we'll start. You want to give you a countdown, Slam?
Absolutely. In 3, 2, 1, let's get dizzy.
Let's get dizzy. So you see that little bit of the bar at the very top? That is going to be our IR sensor. That is going to be on our right Joy-Con. So I'm playing this on Switch 2. However, I need the Switch 1 Joy-Cons in order to play this game. So now you know.
Yeah, this is one of the few games that actually uses the IR sensor. Very underused mechanic of the Joy-Cons, but
oh my goodness,
maybe I digress.
Oh my goodness, we're done already. All right, mission 2.
Yeah, so this game has an interesting mechanic where if you move, like this gentleman here in front of the IR sensor we just mentioned, or if the IR sensor detects any motion whatsoever, your character here will become dizzy. And when you're dizzy, you're invincible to some obstacles, like this guy right here, but you're vulnerable to others. And also your movement gets a little wacky or zany, if you will. So right here, normally, if that guy would have hit you with the kendo stick when you were just in this normal state, you would have game overed and gone back to the last checkpoint. But if you're dizzy, then you're effectively invincible. Also, when you're dizzy, you can push chairs around. You can't normally do that in this state. But you do need to be a little bit careful, because if you hit the open end of a chair when you're dizzy, you just sit in it and game over again. Yeah, one of the many games out there where furniture is your enemy. Now you can actually sit in these in your normal state, but they don't send you back at all. It's also worth noting that this is a very early jail level, because there are a lot of chairs to finagle between. Alternatively, you can just walk over them like that, because this game has a wonderful physics engine.
Yeah, there'll be a level later that you'll see that where it's like, oh yeah, you can just do that.
Yeah, so these fists are on pretty consistent cycles, but because there's so many of them,
I wanted to show something funny real quick.
Oh yeah, so this game has quite the collection of game over animations as well. I think there are 17 or 18 in total, and pretty much all of them are hilarious.
I'm gonna be careful here. There you go.
Nice. Hitboxes are also a heck of a thing in this game as well, so it never hurts to be just a little bit safe. So you can also kind of see, ouch. You can also kind of see that when Epic is moving the character in his normal state, he has a very consistent speed. Whenever you hold the control stick to the fullest, I can words, basically as far as it can go. But when you're dizzy, his speed kind of oscillates between being pretty slow and zooming fast. So there's a little bit of it's not RNG as far as I can tell, but there's a little bit of weirdity with what part of the cycle you're on. Whee! Yeah, stairs are also quite fun, because you can walk up and down them like normal when you're in your normal state, but when you're dizzy, you will always tumble down like that. Nice.
We got very lucky there.
Yeah, there are also a lot of obstacles here where it's like you need like really good timing and not a good cue in order to go forward, in order to make it past said obstacles. That's the first of many.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so this level introduces some moving walls. They are, exactly as advertised. There's a little trick you can do here where if you go on the right side of this hole, you can like just teeter your way over the edge there.
Yeah, that's definitely nothing they intended on actually doing, because you can do that. It's just like they never thought about that, I think.
Yeah, it's actually a very, very useful mechanic for us specifically. Again, that's something that becomes very useful the later we get into the run. Yeah, also when you're dizzy, you can just get flattened and come out no problem.
Yep, as long as you're dizzy, you're fine. But yeah, normally you definitely can.
Yeah, please do not try this in real life.
Yeah, please do not. Unless you are dizzy, then hey, maybe it works.
Please let us know. Comment down below. Yeah, so one thing also worth noting, so you see these briefcases we've been picking up, those act as checkpoints, basically. There's one in each level. You don't always need to pick them up. Like, this is a level, it actually is faster to just skip it, but, for safety's sake, we will be taking most of them, I imagine.
Yeah, there's like 2 that we won't, because there's skips that we skip them for, which we'll get to. Love
so I
this
guess
consistent movement.
Yeah, to get into a little bit of the lore of this game, the whole goal here is, well, you're a secret agent for starters, and your goal is to infiltrate this, giant 50-floor tower and collect the files that are in each of the briefcases as you go. And that's basically all the plot you need. Also, beware of missiles. This level introduces missile launchers. One interesting thing about them is that they sort of track you. The missiles themselves aren't heat-seeking, but if you're in a certain cone of the range of each of the missile launchers, they will direct themselves towards you when they fire. So that is something to keep in mind as you go. You don't just want to walk straight towards one, even if you think you're outside of its range, just in case. Also, this angle you have to hit to get through is a little finicky, but Epic is a champ, so he gets it immediately.
I had trouble with it when I practiced this earlier, but I made it look easy. That's not easy.
Yeah, when you go across ice, again, when you're normal, it's like you don't slip at all, but when you're dizzy, like once you hit it, you are committed to the direction you hit it on. So you really, really want to make sure you have a good angle when you're going forward. Ooh.
I play this very safe, but
yeah, this is a very easy level to spiral on, especially considering these lasers are, oh my gosh, these lasers are on like a constant cycle. So when you die in this game, it does not reset any of the cycles the obstacles are on. So if something goes not according to plan, and you need to improvise, sometimes it can take a while to get like a good window for what you need to do.
Yeah, we introduced a lot of things like as soon as, because we're going pretty fast. Like I done a thing where like I show people like all the game overs and stuff. I'm on a speed run, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. But if you do want to see all the game overs, then like definitely check out Uncle Slam's run at AGDQ, because it shows a lot of the cool things that you might not be able to see because we're going pretty fast. This is more of a game on fast forward. That's why we're here.
I play for fun. Epic plays for speed. We are not the same.
True.
Yes, this level right here is called, what is it, Lasers, Missiles, and Me? I've already forgotten. And yes, it has all 3 of those things. This missile section right here, if you have like a good enough run through the first part, you can just hug the right wall and you're pretty safe. Alternatively, yeah, if you stay on the left, it's pretty easy to avoid all the obstacles.
Yeah.
You also saw the words "No Hero Challenge" appear there, so a lot of the levels in this game you can beat without going dizzy once. It really is just an option a lot of the time. The thing is that doesn't really affect the speedrun at all. It's just kind of an optional challenge you can go for if you want to. Kind of like a quote-unquote hard mode. That said, there is one level that the game says is possible to do without going dizzy, and I have no idea how the game expects you to do it, because I don't think it actually is possible.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if it is. It's one of the later levels in this game, as there's 50 of them.
Yeah, it might have been an oversight, but whatever. And then there are games that like you can beat without going dizzy that the game isn't prepared for, because you have to abuse 1 or 2 mechanics to do it. But
yeah, Also, I'm making these levels look easy. They're not. Like, dodging those missiles on the level 17 and mission 18 and stuff, it's a little tricky. Also, this one I played very safe.
Yeah, I do as well. Like, as long as you're patient and wait for, like, the cycles in front of you, you were not patient.
I was definitely not patient.
Yeah, this is kind of what I'm talking about, though, where it's like once you're, you know, a little off cycle, you have to improvise. And actually, I think all of these obstacles might all be on, like, pretty much the same cycle. I could be wrong about that. But, like, I think they all come out in, like, pretty much the same interval.
Yeah, I go dizzy there because I just don't trust myself to hit them and stuff. So I just go whee.
Yeah, normally, so we said you are invincible a lot of times to obstacles when you're dizzy. One of the exceptions is the boxing gloves that come out of the floor. Those ones will kill you whether you're normal or dizzy. The other two you don't really need to worry about as much. But because there are so many that do come out of the floor, you're never safe in that last level.
Yeah, definitely not. You're definitely not safe. All right, level 21. So we're getting into a very cool level in level 22, but it's also very tricky, especially being very early on in the stages where we're going to be taking care of the slippery physics because normally you're fine, but you need to go it while dizzy, and it's a little trickier while dizzy. So you'll see in a moment what I mean. But this one, we just gonna do that specific setup there, and we're pretty good.
Yeah, you can go straight through if you want while dizzy and just attack all the kendo bots, but the animation takes so long that you might as well just go on the side.
Yep.
Yes, right here you need to have like really, really good directional inputs in order to get past those. Otherwise, you are going to take a one-way trip through the hole. And then this, yeah, timing when you go across here is really tricky. And of course, Epic gets it first try, like the
Of course,
goat.
when I do it this time, it actually ends up working first try. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's another one of those examples of, you know, you need to know when to go in advance because, like, there is no good visual cue for it. So just having a good feel for the, when the obstacles go in and out of their different states is very, very helpful. Okay, that was a pretty good level, actually. It's very easy to spiral there.
Yeah. The last one I was a little concerned about. I was very hesitant about that, but I did pretty well here. This one we just had to go really quickly because we are able to squeeze on by, and this one is going to make sure they're all on the right side, which they are now.
Yep. So when you activate this, you'll see a bunch of lasers come out. If you touch any of them, you'll just fall in a hole and you know, get on like a much worse cycle for that obstacle.
Yeah. So yeah, getting it first try is actually very, very crucial.
Mm-hmm. Hey Epic, what does that button do?
Oh no! What does it do?
I guess we'll find out. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Ah!
Ouch.
Ouch.
I often say ouch whenever I nuke a city. I don't know about you, but...
Alright. Time for the biggest skip of the run, and that's the biggest skip.
Yeah, so that whole level is built like kind of like a donut where you're meant to go counterclockwise around the whole thing. Alternatively, yeah, you can just like get past the laser by teetering over the hole. Also, I want to point out, the name of this level is Parade of Sofas. So keep that in mind as you see, you know, all the different sofas that we see
there's so many sofas in this level.
There's one, there's another. It's like they're all over the place here. It's crazy.
Ooh, okay, that's fine.
We just see the soap.
Also, I love like the animation of like it's still like you still go down the hole, but like the next hole is like coming right over it, so it overlaps. It's funny.
I've long decided that I would not figure out how the actual real-world physics of this game would apply.
This level's hard, by the way.
This is honestly one of the worst levels in the game, if you ask me, especially the speedrun.
That last one hit me.
Close.
Yeah,
because those missiles, like, they have a lot of knockback, and if you get knocked into a hole, you're donezo. If you get knocked into a sofa, you're donezo.
This is the one level I was worried about.
Yeah. We also mentioned earlier that you can push sofas when you're dizzy. That does not apply to the too wide ones, So like the one right above the electric panel there, that one you cannot push. But if it was like a smaller one, you could. So I swear that's the game teasing you right there. It's like, haha, you could go this way, if only. All right, you should be good here, I think. Yeah, there you go, nice.
Okay, we got it through that basically unscathed. We definitely did not take like 3 tries. So yeah, a lot of these are just a lot of fast-paced levels that we've pretty much developed some good tech for it. I wait on that cycle. You can do that cycle where it's like fast and all, but I just do it very, very safe.
Yeah, it's a little hard to gauge when those things pop in, because like, as you saw, they just kind of appeared. Also, delicious trap. So yeah, as you can see, this is definitely delicious, and it's also definitely a trap. So whenever you're dizzy and in range of one of those, they'll effectively act as a magnet and kind of like pull you towards it. So, you know, as you can see right here, it's like you need to be dizzy in order to go through that electricity. You need to do the same here. And you get the added momentum that the trap gives you, but at the same time, you need to make sure you deactivate the dizziness like before you actually hit it. Otherwise, you're in for a painful time, as you just saw.
Yeah, I try to do an early cycle, but it's also really tricky because that cycle was right next to it when the electrical ended, so it's a lot more trickier. This one's a lot easier to do, but it's also a little tricky because of this. We go in between here. Oh, we did not get it.
Yeah, there's a very thin window there where you can like just barely get between those guys. You can get between these guys up here too without activating them, but ideally you want to do that so you don't go dizzy and get pulled back by the delicious trap. It's a level where it's a lot easier. Yeah, that's a level where it's a lot easier to lose time than you think, just looking at it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mentioned before that there were levels that you could beat without going dizzy that the game doesn't account for. This is one of them, and it is like barely faster, but it's also really tricky because I have to like teeter on the edge of the holes like right next to the lasers. And it is so easy to like accidentally just like nick the corner of one of the laser output posts and fall in a hole anyway.
Yeah, I was very safe on that one. I wanted to make sure I got past it because once again, lasers, you can't really like you can't really get past them, right? Yeah, you definitely can.
No, I mean like we tried before, and every time we've got sent into a hole, at least as far as I remember.
Yeah, I don't think we can. Wait a minute.
Bam.
Oh, never mind. I think we can.
Yeah. So the nice thing about that is, when you get shot across with a rocket when you're dizzy, the hole actually does not have a chance to catch up to where the dizzy man is. So it just kind of ignores him. Also,
get the meat, get the meat, get the meat.
Yeah, follow it. The name of this level is Follow the Meat. You gotta do what it says.
Come on. Ah, never mind. Whatever.
Yeah, it's across the hole now.
Yeah.
It'd be too much of a hassle to wait for it again.
For sure.
Ah, well. Also, much like Parade of Sofas, this level is called a lot of boxes, and I think there's one crucial thing missing from this level.
Yeah.
It's a very easy one, though. That one's
why is there not a second crane? There's only one crane. There should be 2.
Oh, hey.
Oh, there's a second crane. There you go.
Ask and you shall receive. But what if there was a third crane? Just imagine.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow. I should buy a lottery ticket.
Maybe not. Oh, wait, there's a fourth one. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I did... Go ahead.
You can play that a little bit riskier by like doing a specific setup, but we're not risky on that one. However, we are risky on this skip, which we found at AGDQ.
Yeah, so when I did my run, I had a Joester98 on my couch, and I had him play a few of the levels, including this one, leading up to it, so he had a kind of a good basis for how it works. And in doing so, he found a pretty big skip here. So you can see when Epic turned dizzy there, he slightly pushed the chair around a little bit. And we kind of established earlier that, it's you don't want to sit in them when you're dizzy. But what you can do is if you move it a certain way, and yes, that does mean sitting in it over and over and over again in some cases, you can barely wedge yourself up there and just walk across. Normally, the way you're meant to do that is you're meant to get like a crate from the bottom of the level and push it all the way back up while you're dizzy, and it sucks.
Yeah, it is not great.
Yeah, what Epic did there is a lot faster. Also, so this level has an interesting thing that I'll let Epic kind of like focus in for. So Epic's going to be listening to the beats of the music here, and once this trap goes far enough along the tracks, what he's going to do is he's going to turn Dizzy at the top of the level where the elevator is, and then he's going to go across. I think right about now is when he wants to go. Yep. Yeah, so otherwise you'd have to, like wait at the bottom and, like visually see when the trap is across to pull you across the electricity. But like, if you beat count instead, you know exactly when it's going to be there and can just go Dizzy as soon as you're able. So that was nicely done. So this level features a lot more buttons. The thing is, you don't really have to worry about them too much when you're not dizzy, because you can only press the buttons when you are dizzy, for reasons.
Yeah, because like when you are not dizzy, the game just tells you like no, for example, or something like that. But they're not doing it here. They do say do not press, and they also said it upside down.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah, just in case you make sure you don't want to, because like I go up here and they're just like no. That's only when we actually have turned dizzy, then they activate that. I'm playing a little safe here.
Yeah, you can get across in that cycle, but it's a little on the tricky side.
Yeah, for sure.
And you definitely don't have the best depth perception when it comes to lasers that are below you. So.
Oh my god,
so
Pokemon.
Victory Road, baby. Yeah, so this level is another one that's really easy to spiral on if things go wrong, because yeah, you've got those fists there, which, like, again, they won't kill you if you're dizzy, but they can punch you into those trash chutes potentially. And Epic got through no problem. Nice.
Yeah, because I played that very, very safe, because I could do it without being dizzy at all, but once again, it's a little tricky. Also, this ending section is by far easier than the earlier section. So
it really is. It looks hard, but it's honestly not. So this level,
but this one looks easy, but it's definitely not easy.
Yeah, so you need to hit this lever right here, and on the right you can see there's a conveyor belt that it's going to activate that has a bunch of couches on it. You need to get those couches out of the way, otherwise you can't progress. And all the while you're getting barraged by these missiles that can, like, even if you're dizzy, they can shoot you into a hole, they can shoot you into a couch and kill you that way. It's a lot all at once. Yep, and it begins.
Yep, it basically begins.
Luckily, the couches that were moving from the right side don't move back to their positions if you do get a game over here. So as long as you keep hitting the switch, like, they'll eventually get out of the way. Yes, that's the last of them. And then we have the second half of the level, which is also kind of bad.
With the rockets.
Yeah. Yeah, so this part is, like, definitely a lot I don't want to say easier, but it's easier to keep track of, like, what's going on, because there are only 2 missile launchers and everything else is on a specific track.
Okay.
And there's also ice for good measure, because why not?
Oof. Yeah,
Ouch.
he got toasted. That's what happened to his older brother. Oof. And younger brother too.
We don't talk about those days.
Yeah, we definitely don't. All right, we're good. Okay.
Nice.
I try not to be dizzy on that section, because that section is tricky on both ones. Oh yeah, no hero challenge. I still have not been able to do this one yet, because it requires a lot of patience, which it's a speed run. We don't have patience.
Yeah, definitely did not stop this man from trying, though, in PB attempts, which I respect. But yeah, it definitely pays, as long as you don't fall in a hole. Like, if you're dizzy, you'll never die in this level.
Yeah, you will never die as long as you don't fall in the hole. This one's tricky, though, because it's like these moving... Okay. That was the hard part. That was the hard part.
Yeah, the rest isn't trivial, but it's definitely a lot easier. For sure.
Ooh, okay, I messed up.
Of course, as I say that.
That's alright. It's just we gotta do that, and then we're good.
Nice.
Hello, Crane.
Goodbye, Crane.
Alright, we're going to the very last few levels. Yeah, a few of these is where it starts to get really difficult. Also, hello there.
Yeah, this is the level I was talking about earlier, where the game seems to think that you can get through without going dizzy, but I don't know how you get past that first electricity obstacle otherwise, because if you just walk into it normally, it will fry you.
So I realized there was a skip I could have done. Actually, let me do it now because I forgot that you can do it.
Yeah, by skip we just mean going above all the electricity instead
I
of through
completely
it.
forgot I can do that just now. I forgot I could do that just now. I did it with practice, and I just forgot to do it. All right, this
It's
one
honestly
is
a really-
right. Yeah.
It's an easy strat to forget about because, like, you know, speedrun brain, it's like, oh, you want to go straight through, but no, just like going over is like so much easier and more consistent. So Epic does play this section just a little bit safe because, again, hitboxes are questionable at times, but
Yeah, I was a little worried about that level, but we got through it. And here is level 47.
yeah, this is probably the hardest skip in the game. But if you like follow along like that bottom right corner of that specific hole, you can skip this giant section where you have to hit a switch to reverse the direction of the. Oh, you almost had it there.
Almost had it.
Yeah, you can reverse the direction of the couches, so when they go clockwise, you could just go like above the hole instead. But this saves having to do that because like this, when you hit the switch to do that, you also activate a lot of nice. You also activate a lot of other obstacles too that are not particularly easy to avoid.
Yeah, such a difficult skip, but it's so fun to pull off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ooh, okay. Yeah. And this. Yeah. That's the easy part. Now it's the hard part. It's these things.
Yeah, these missiles are like I swear they're easier to avoid than a lot of the other missiles in the game, and there are more of them. So I don't know how the schematics work on that, but very nice.
Okay. As long as yep, we're good. Okay. So now we've gotten through the first 48 levels, and now we head straight to the boss, which is the first phase is the hardest part of the run by far.
Yeah, it's RNG hack. So here's our friends, Mr. Boss.
Oh my gosh. I love him. Can I have him as a pet?
We have confirmation that he exists in real life. So yeah, that's the boss at the end there. So there are two buttons on either side. What Epic needs to do here is he needs to activate them whenever the boss is on the leftmost or rightmost window. Yeah, the one time you actually do want to hit the buttons. And that'll shoot a missile into him. You need to do that 3 times in a row. And I say in a row because if you get a game over in this level, then you have to start the whole fight from scratch. What you just saw there was the scariest attack ever, where you just have a bunch of fists that spawn randomly below you. And they have a chance to just kill you instantly. Because, like we saw before, like even if you're dizzy, they can just shoot you through the ceiling and kill you. So, okay, second hit. Pretty good so far.
Yeah, I just gotta be careful here because I think there's gonna be some punching things, but let me just, as long as I can get to here, okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, you also, between each button shot, okay, good call. Between each button press, you do need to reactivate the buttons from the switch down below. Wow, and Epic got really good RNG here. Sometimes that boss could just like shuffle between the middle two windows.
Such a sigh of relief. Oh my gosh, that boss, I've had trouble like practice for so long. Oh, what does this button do? Hold on.
Oh.
What does this?
I mean, the boss
do?
is dead. I mean, like
yeah,
surely
we're fine.
it's
We're fine, right? Yeah, it's not like, oh wait, why is it level 49?
Beer.
Oh no.
What? Oh, okay. Yay! Whee!
One of those days.
All right, so time is going to be when we get winner on this last stage. This stage is super fun, but also this section's a little weird. Also, if you think this game cannot get any cooler, Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah, this game has one tone and it is chaos, and I'm here for it. So,
yes, very much so.
Yeah, you're obviously... give him the chair! You've got this guy on the ropes pretty much the whole time. Whether or not he hits you and you hit him is kind of random. Ideally, he doesn't bring you down to 0 health, because the level doesn't end. You're getting really good luck here. Alright, yeah, so time's gonna be like coming up in a couple seconds.
Coming up. Time.
27:49 RTA.
27:49 is really. Is that a PB?
That I think I'm like a minute off, but wow, that's really good.
That is a really good run.
Oh my goodness, that was fantastic.
Yeah, you one cycled the boss too. Like normally you can like spiral a lot because if he does kill you and reduce you down to like no health, when you come back, you have as much health as the boss has. And if he's down to one hit, then you're also down to one hit, and it's basically a coin flip chance whether like you kill him or he kills you next. And that can just like go on and on and on, like basically forever. So
Yeah. Also, a little cool cutscene at the very end of this game because, like, hey, we defeated the boss, and then we get hit with the rocket, and now we're asleep too.
the lore in this game is so good.
It's so good. And that, my friends, is Dizzy here. I hope you all have enjoyed. Shout out to Uncle Slam. Shout out to the few people that put this game. Like, shout out to the developers. Shout out to the people who made this game. Like, yeah, it's like put in so much effort. Like, making this actually like it's still really cool. Like this game's only $5. So
yeah, it's really cheap and it is worth every penny.
I absolutely agree with that information as well. Shout out to the people who played this game online. That's how Uncle Slam found this game. Shout out John Cartwright of GVG. Make sure you look up Good Vibes Gaming. Basically, that's how we ended up getting here. So appreciate you all for being here. We're not done just yet. We have a game coming up in just a few minutes.
Yep.
Uncle Slam has not seen this game. And some of you definitely probably have not seen this game. You're in for a treat. You thought this game was a treat? Wait until you see the next one, but all for maybe the right or wrong reasons. Maybe, who knows? But keep on donating, keep on supporting the Immune Deficiency Foundation. You guys on fast forward. We're gonna fast forward straight to the next one in just a moment. So don't stick around. We'll be back.
Yep, give me like 2 minutes to set things up.
Sounds good.